Yo, what's up everybody? My name is Fidelity and welcome to another Ed Guide video. Now, someone in a previous video mentioned that they're like a little lost in how I explained the Oki for Ed, and he's definitely right. I could have gone a little bit more in depth on the Oki, so that's what I'm going to be doing here today, and hopefully I clear up all the doubts. So, yup, let's get started. Now, if you don't have any bar to end the combo, the best combo under Ed has is the Psycho Splash or the up kicks, because after you finish it, Ed can always dash up and he'll always end up point blank from the opponent, whether it be back rise or quick rise. Because Ed is left point blank, he's going to have the strongest options available to him. That specifically being his meaty throw and his crouch beam punch. Now, the meaty throw is very important to establish because it's going to be the main reason to why the opponent is going to start to take a decision on wake up, whether it be to tech the throw or to mash a button. And the crouch beam punch is also extremely strong because not only would it stop the opponent's attempts to like mash something immediately, but Ed still can do a tick throw right after the crouch beam punch. So it's going to be like a very safe way to pressure, because Ed can react to on block or on hit, and if the opponent blocked, you can just go for the tick throw, and if the opponent hit, you can hit confirm it and go right into the Psycho Splash and repeat the situation. If you want to dump some meter into the combo, you generally go for the basic Ed routing and just go for the Splash EX into the upper, but having the Psycho upper as your combo ender provides some problems for Ed, because he's not going to be point blank if he decides to dash right after the upper. If he quick rises, yeah, you're going to be point blank, but if he back rises, there's going to be quite a bit of space between you and Ed, and that's going to force you as an Ed player to react to the tech and walk him down right after the dash. Now, it's not entirely bad, because even though the upper like creates some space, because of how the combo works, you're gonna end up hitting the upper at the later frames of the move, kind of like at the last frames, and this will allow Ed the appropriate time for him to walk forward and make up for that lost space. You kind of do lose access to like the crouch medium punch take throw, but it's not all bad because you can still meaty throw them. And since you can meaty throw them, you can work in a little shimmy and have a pretty good mind game with that. So you can still win. It's still a winnable line game with this situation. In comparison, to give you guys a point of reference, if you go for the Psycho upper and the opponent is grounded, well, the Oki is like beyond trash. Like, it's so ass. Like, you can't do anything, man. Because, yeah, if they quick rise, you're still going to be point blank. Yeah, but if they back rise, you don't have anything. Like, you can press like low forward maybe, but you lose the meaty throw, you lose the crouch beat and punch, so you might as well, like, you can't do anything. Yeah, you legit lost your entire offense whenever you do the Psycho upper grounded. So just don't go for that. It's bad. It's like a situational type of combo ender. Like, if you're close to the corner, then yeah, use it, because it is your most damaging ender. Or like, if you're gonna go into super, then yeah, go for the Psycho upper. But if you're not in those situations, just don't use it, because it's bad. Just don't use it. With that being said, I'm gonna go over the nuances around the crouch beat and punch Oki, and there's really two main things that you need to know here. The first one's the obvious one, which is the take throw is godlike, alright? And the second one is that if the opponent decides to walk back, the take throw will actually whiff. In order to deter the opponent from walking back, Ed needs to do crouch light kick into crouch jab, and it's actually pretty good because everything connects. Like, if you do crouch medium punch and it hits, then it's gonna be a natural combo into light kick into jab. And if they decide to walk back to evade the throw on block, well, guess what? They're gonna get hit low. Now, the thing about this combo is that there's really two main ways to end it. The first one is a safe way, in which you go for flicker. But if you decide to go for the EX version, then you practically have no more Oki, because the opponent is left super far away. So inversely, what you could do is that you can confirm the light kick into jab and go into EX upper, because this move gives you Oki. You get a double dash from it. And if you do get to confirm it and everything connects, you get to repeat your Oki. So yeah, you get man reward from for doing this combo. One little bonus tip I want to give with the crouch beat and punch is that in the corner, like Ed's shimmy game dramatically improves like tenfold because of two things: the pushback of the crouch beat and punch and the fireball plus frames that you get as a result of it. So what you do is you crouch beat and punch and then you shimmy them right afterwards, because in the corner you could always stick throw, right? So you crouch beat and punch, you walk back, and then if you go for crouch fierce into fireball, more often than not the fireball is going to be plus enough to land crouch beat and punch into upper, which is nuts. Like, that's crazy damage for no meter. And it's super easy to set up too. And if the opponent doesn't fall for the shimmy, you can always just EX the fireball and just, you know, you're plus a billion, so you just do whatever. Set up another throw or like use your plus strings to get a counter hit. So yeah, use this and you'll feel hella godlike, trust me. Okay, now I'm gonna go over the delay button Oki, and the most important thing you need to know is that you can only use the delay button Oki whenever you have a throw as a threat. So that could be in a meaty throw or a tick throw. And for Ed, the best place to do it is either in the regular Cycle Splash, the grounded version, or in the meaty upper that you get from the EX Cycle Splash, because they both give you meaty throws. And the combo that you generally want to be looking for is delay jab into low forward and delay crouch beat and punch into low forward, because whenever you go for the delay button and the opponent tech, you're generally going to be getting a counter hit, and that'll allow you to combo into low forward, which is very important because that would allow you to combo into the fireball, and it's very easy to visually confirm the fireball. And not only that, but if you decide to EX the fireball, you get a pretty decent combo and a ton of corner carry, and you get to maintain your pressure. If you're really confident in the counter hit combo, you can, instead of going for the fireball, you can just simply confirm it into the Cycle Splash and repeat the situation, because as you know, if you land the Cycle Splash, whether it be the EX or the regular version, you're always going to land another meaty throw situation, and it's just going to be like an endless cycle of Oki. So yep. On a side note, the best way to practice the delay button Oki is to go into the training mode and set your dummy on wake up or on block recovery to do a wake up throw, right? And then after you set that up, go into the replay interval settings and place it in between 3 or 6, because those numbers are going to be the magic number, in that if you decide to go for a meaty, they're going to block, and if you decide to go for a meaty throw, they're going to tech. So play around with these settings and repeat the Oki situation and practice doing the delay button Oki, because that's going to differentiate you between being a good player and being a really good player. So practice this and you'll be a lot stronger. Alright, lastly, I'm going to go over Ed's throw Oki, and to be honest, it's not really much to go over here, because mid-screen, Ed needs to dash up in order to set up another throw loop. So it's kind of hampered, but it's not all bad because he does have a couple good options to do from it. Me personally, I like to do 2 options. The first one is to just do a delayed dash, because if you do an immediate dash, most players are going to be able to check it, but it's not because they can react to the dash, it's because they just do like a delay button or immediate button. So most players aren't really going to be able to react to the dash. So if you just delay the dash, more often than not, they're even going to like whiff a normal on wake up and let you dash in for free, and it'll make them feel very stupid for letting you do so. And the second option that I like to do is to just walk up and do a little forward, because there's going to be a point where players are going to react to the dash like every time basically. So when you're playing versus a good player, just do walk up, low forward, because it's good, decent chip damage, and if they get hit, you get an opportunity to confirm. Now where it truly gets interesting is in the corner, because Ed doesn't really need to dash when the opponent is cornered to start up the throw game. So all he really needs to do is walk forward, and that makes a throw like a lot scarier, because there's no way you can tell whether if I'm going to keep walking forward or if I'm going to just walk forward a little bit and press a button. And if you work in Ed's crouch fierce, then he gets a pretty good counter hit combo and that's just like omega strong. So all you really need to do is like you throw him and walk forward and throw him again, or like walk forward a little bit and go for crouch fierce, and you'll get like, it's already a good enough mind game to beat almost anybody. So that'll be it for the Ed Oki guide. If you guys have any more questions, just put it down in the comment section below. But hopefully I cleared everything up. And yeah, hope you guys learned something here today. Peace.